So just to recap, we've looked at pistols at number 5, we've looked at shotguns at number 4, and for CQB, number 3, we're on to SMG'S, submachine guns. There's lots of different submachine guns on the market, whether you want to go electric or whether you want to go gas, and I find many of them are disappointing. One gun that's very small, not a disappointment, an M4, very cheap starter entry gun. One of my favourites is actually the G&G Firehawk. Now this is not my number 3 gun, but it's something I've bought twice. It's ever so small, it's really noisy, you've got plenty of rail on it, put a scope or a grip or a torch if you're playing indoors and you get into the dark. It's semi and full auto, it's really loud, it takes standard G&G M4 magazines, there's lots of room to put a battery in the stock. I've actually changed it to a different G&G one on this model, but it's super cool little gun, very loud. I'd recommend it for any kind of starter player. From an SMG point of view, one of the first small guns I bought, trying to have a backup in the winter to a gas pistol and wanting something electric, was actually the ASG Scorpion. Now this is a battery operated version, and Tokyo Marine make exactly the same gun, the same box with the same battery charger, probably the same thing as far as I can see. But this is only about £90 as a little electric gun. Magazines hold about 90 BBs, they're only about £12, which is very cheap to buy, so 3 or 4. The actual stock extends if you want to put it into your shoulder. No rail really, it did come with a little bit of rail on the front to put a torch on. You can change the barrel end to put a suppressor on it if you want to make it a bit long. But I found this very disappointing, and it ran from a little small battery, the same one as other guns do, such as the next gun we're going to look at. But it's just a 7.62 micro battery, quite weak, it doesn't necessarily last very long or charge very long. Now the main gun I'm looking at now, my number 3 gun, is something that my friend Nick recommended and did a review, and he'd actually upgraded it, not from a real internal point of view, but from a battery point of view. And he put a Mad Bull conversion kit onto this gun to run an external battery box to run a lot more power and electricity through the gun. And this is the Tokyo Marui MP7A1. Now there are gas versions of this, WE do a gas version of it, but I was looking at something for winter time that would work and be reliable and be a lot of fun. And this gun is really cool. Obviously it's semi and fully automatic. The stock extends into 3 different positions. It's got rail on it, so you can put your battery box on it if you need to. You can put a torch onto it. It's got its own grip on the front. It comes with a kind of low cap, small magazine that's quite tactical if you want it as a pistol, for example. It's a machine pistol. Also it comes with, quite more expensive, about nearly £40, a high cap magazine that's about 190 BBs, and with this gun really that's all you want. So I've got a couple of these, and it's a very tactical weapon. What I really like about it is it feels quite solid. Obviously it's electric, so it's reliable. It feels very, very good in your hand. You can single wield it if you want to, but with a battery conversion kit in it, it becomes a lot more powerful, and it sounds a lot more solid, a lot more powerful than you might imagine. As well as having different accessories for it, like the different magazines, one of the things I found was actually a specific little holster for it, and it's quite simple. It just clips on, it says here with the sight coming up. You've got a little elastic band, goes over, holds it into position like that, little pull handle, gets it in place, and then you can fix it onto your belt. So you can hold that on your belt of your trousers or a battle belt, or you can even put it onto your vest if you want as well. And that then becomes a machine pistol that you can carry around like your Glock, for example. And I had a lot of fun with this, again indoors playing at the mall in Reading. Actually is my primary weapon, just running around, having fun with it, and if I needed to, swapping to my normal pistol. So my number 3 recommendation for an SMG is go for the TM MP7A1 submachine pistol. It's very, very fun when you upgrade the battery. It lasts a bit longer. Okay, so The next thing in CQB we're looking at, my number 2 gun, is a much bigger weapon, much heavier, more fun, definitely your primary weapon, and probably going up a bit in price range as well. So let's have a look at number 2.